secret I told you long ago. Back from the dead, out of control. As I fall, I'm a bastard, heartless smile. Hear my laughter, love's on trial. I am broken, you are fire. Lies unspoken, heart's desire.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? Macromaster coming at you. Today is Friday, May 1st, 2026. Yes, got it right. Didn't look at the clock. Today I'm going to be playing some Magic the Gathering Arena, continuing to climb the standard rank play ladder. Without further ado, let's get into the game. Still playing the Orzhov Skeletons deck. Been treating me good so far. I am now 12 rare wild cards away from completing my Esper Ninjas deck, which I am excited about. Okay. Oh. Yeah, I'm scooping. Totally forgot black decks could do that. Alright, let's go again. Alright, let me see here. Normally I would mulligan, but I have a land, I have a 1-drop. I am good. If I don't draw into another land, I'm likely gonna end up having to yeah, that was sucky. Bad opening hand. He had a great opening hand. He had destruction. He had something to hit me with. Very nice deck. From what I saw, though. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna mulligan here. Mulligan. Okay, we're gonna keep 5. We're going to get rid of that, and we're going to send that back too. Gonna play Swamp and Forsaken Miner. And hope I get something that gives me a white mana. One drops like that need to go. It's just, it makes the game unplayable if your opponent can just, oh, 1 drop, bye bye to your creature. Especially the 1 and 2 drop board wipes. Those definitely have to go. Sorry, I have this nasty bug that just will not go away. Alright, so we've got that. We can drop that. Next turn I can drop the Swamp. And play a Most Helpful Weaver. corpses of the lost. Okay. No big deal here. Especially given that that was a 2-drop. There's no reason to play anything else at that point. I had a clear shot to his life points. I had lethal. There was no point in playing anything else. And that's one thing I really hate is the people that go for the overkill. I mean, it's one thing to, you know, you're making sure you have the win when your opponent has a bunch of stuff on the field. But when your opponent has nothing on the field to defend themselves, why? Why go for the overkill when you could just go for, if you have lethal, go for the win. Don't worry about anything, playing anything else. If you have lethal, go for the win. I didn't have lethal. That's why I played the extra corpses of the lost. I wanted to have lethal. Didn't know he was going to play the that counter on it. So, but apparently they didn't have anything else, so they scooped. Either that or they did have something else. They just didn't recognize the play that they had that could have kept them alive at least one more turn. I'm not going to say for certain because I don't know what my opponent was playing. Now, if Wizards of the Coast and Hasbro were to actually add the ability to view your opponent's deck after the match is over, like Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel has, I think that would go a long way towards being able to, you know, understand the more powerful decks, or understand, you know, why didn't my opponent make the play that they should have made. Okay. Gotta be careful, know where to run, especially when you have creatures with ward on them. Okay. Alright. just gonna keep going. See how long this match takes. No, let's go with this. That way we have the option for Shredder's armor later. Okay, let's drop that. Okay, we'll throw that out, and we'll do... And just to make sure that we have something in case it brings out something with flying. No. Yeah, let's do this. Like I said, board wipes need to be banned. I am seriously considering scooping at this point because this is just ridiculous. That my opponent has no interest in actually playing the game, only interested in preventing me from playing the game. Seriously, if that's all your deck is built to do is prevent your opponent from playing the game, then seriously, you need to rethink your life. Alright, I'm going to take a quick 5-minute break, run some ads. When we come back from the break, I'll have a quick word from my sponsor, W Energy, and then we'll keep going. So, back in 5 minutes. Don't go nowhere. He's using my modus operandi. Nice. if he blocks at all. And he's not blocking at all, so... And he scoops. Let's see what happens. Yeah, I'm just gonna concede. That's just some... That is some bull hockey. Okay. I don't know what happened, but my facecam mic, my mic settings got messed up somehow. So, all right. But like, okay. Place that. And then we'll place that. Hey, Dreamtail. Okay. All right. Backwater. Dismissal. We'll be throwing out Rugged Highlands. And let's put that on there. And then we're going to play Ram Through, targeting my brush rag and my opponent. And then we're just going to attack. Boom. And then Rampart Smasher obviously will be next. Or maybe Leafkin Avenger. You know what? Let's put Leafkin Avenger out. Let's go one more match, and then I'll take my 10-minute break. Depending on how long it takes. If this match takes less than 10 minutes, I'll do one match after that. If this takes 10 minutes or more, then I'll just take my 10-minute break. Like this here. Ward 2. Bam. Alright, let's put out the swamp. Fine, this guy wants to be a D-bag. Unless, of course, his internet went out, in which case, sucks to be him. All right, we are back from the break. Quick word from sponsor before we keep going. Today's sponsor, Today's sponsor is, of course, W Energy. W Energy is a great energy drink that I absolutely love. Lots of vitamins, minerals, nootropics, organically derived from coffee cherries. No artificial dyes, colors, fillers, or sugar. Just good, clean energy with lots of really awesome flavors. The flavor I'm drinking today is Cherry Limer. It's basically cherry limeade like you would get at Sonic, but better. If you want to try some for yourself, just head over to dubby.gg. That's DUBBY.gg. Use promo code MACRO1, that's MACRO1 at checkout. Save 10% on your order. Help support the channel. Get yourself a great energy drink that I guarantee you're going to love. A quick serving suggestion, add a little bit of honey, helps stabilize the powder in the water, and adds a really great flavor. I personally like adding a little bit of matcha powder to mine. Add some antioxidants that Dubby just doesn't have, as well as a smidge more caffeine. And it really does make a really awesome drink. Give it a quick stir here. Oh, yeah. That hits the spot. Sorry. All right, back to the game. I'm not sure we're going to get to open any packs today because I am very low on coin. Well, that's interesting. No. Okay. Well, that is intriguing. Alright, let's throw that out. A second optimistic scavenger out. A second nowhere to run. Okay. Not bad, not bad. He's not going to play something else? Let's go ahead and go for that. All right. Intriguing. Well, let's just hope he uses all of his mana this turn. Or enough of it that he can't counter anything I do. No. Okay, so first things first, let's go ahead and attempt to play... Alright. That crab needs to go. You see, my deck is primarily designed for two-player Magic the Gathering. When you're building a deck that's designed for solitaire Magic the Gathering, it just makes everybody have a bad time. Okay. We have some decent... I don't want to rely on the optimistic scavenger. I like having it around, but I don't like relying on it. In fact, I'm seriously considering cutting it from this deck altogether. Alright, now I have nowhere to run, so I have something to deal damage. Alright, let's pay 2 life. does put me at a slight disadvantage here now because now I have nothing to respond to his moves on his turn. Really, dude? Wow. Wow. Just wow. Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna play a deck that requires my opponent to not be able to play the game at all by just destroying everything he has. I really wish I could, before completing a deck, like for example, Esper Ninjas is the deck that I'm currently working on. It would be nice if I could play against bots. If I could play that deck against the bots. Before I complete the deck. That way I know if it's worth completing. Okay. At least I won. But yeah, being able to play a deck against the bots when you haven't completed the deck, when you don't own all of the cards in the deck, would be nice, because then you could test out the deck and see if it's worth completing, and if it's not worth completing, then you can spend your wild cards on other stuff instead of wasting your time and energy on building up a deck that is not competitive. All right, let's try one more match and then take one more 5-minute break. Okay. Pretty decent selection of cards. We're going to drop the Swamp, then the Forsaken Miner, then on the next turn, the Bleachbone Verge, and possibly Sheltered by Ghost. Which should protect my Forsaken Miner from destruction. Let's go ahead and throw out the Corpses of the Lost. Corpses of the Lost, man, makes this deck so good. Alright, we're going to take another 5-minute break. Run another set of ads. When I come back, we will keep going. So, back in 5 minutes. Don't go nowhere. Yay, that was enough. Alright. Let's go to the store. Packs. Let's buy a mythic pack and a standard pack. Alright. Put that out. Insatiable Hemophage. Under. Put out the Boot Nipper with Death Touch on it. And he thought he was going to get away with that. Nah. Yes, that kind of is a waste of a sheltered by ghosts, but it keeps my veteran survivor from potentially getting hit. Okay. Forest. Llanowar elves. Let's see what happens. I just need one more land. One more land.
I've made plenty of connections.
So we're already in the middle of. Alrighty, we are back from the break. Let's keep it going here. Okay. I'm gonna keep this. Throw out the Forsaken Miner. Most Helpful Weaver. let's go ahead and put out the Soulstone Sanctuary. Then we'll seam rip that. Another Self-Weaver. Hopefully I get another land to play so that I can bring out the Soulstone Sanctuary. Okay. Just need one more attack. And he scoops. Again, I would like to be able to see what deck my opponent is playing so that I can tell if, did that person really have nothing they could have played? I mean, it'd be nice if I could replay the match from my opponent's perspective. Like some kind of recording where I could see what my opponent played or had in their hand. Yep, we're scooping. You want a first turn in play, and I just did not have any first turn plays. Like here, I have some first turn. I have a first turn play. I can play the swamp, play the Forsaken Miner. Next turn, play the plains, and then either do Case of the Stash Skeleton, a Most Helpful Weaver, or Nowhere to Run. Or depending on what my opponent plays, I could just play the plains, obviously, and then just throw out a second Forsaken Miner. Okay, this time I'm going to play Concealed Courtyard. I'm going to throw out the Nowhere to Run. Now I have the 3. Come on, dude. Either play something to counter my Most Helpful Weaver, or play something in response to my Most Helpful Weaver, or let it go through. Okay. Okay, let's go ahead and do the seam rip and there's the win. Unable to block everything. He had to choose what thing to block. Unfortunately, anything he chose to block would have resulted in a loss. Alright, that is going to do it for me today, folks. I want to thank y'all for joining me. You've been awesome. I will be back on tomorrow at 6 a.m. Pacific time playing some Star Wars The Old Republic, continuing my adventures with the dark side of the Force. So until tomorrow at 6 a.m. Pacific time, peace out. Stay frosty. Have a great day, and please stick around for the raid. It really does help not only the channel that I raid, but also it helps me out a little bit too. So, peace out.
And this is how the story ends. I've read between the lines. Your pages are a mystery. Your words are undefined. You buried all your secrets there for one of us to find. You wrote them on the pages bare, between the covers bind.